fact that it was 1 o'clock in the morning. He nodded. Sure, no problem. After getting out of the cab, she crossed the sidewalk and headed up the front steps of the brick townhouse she'd lived in for the last 10 months, her first home. In truth, she probably could have afforded to buy the place a couple of years earlier, given the success of her firm. But with childhood memories of notice of foreclosure dancing in her head, she'd wanted to be confident she wasn't biting off more than she could chew with the mortgage. Victoria unlocked the front door, triggering the warning beep of her security system, and immediately punched her code into the keypad. When the alarm went silent, she turned around and waved to the cab driver. All clear. She brought in the mail, deposited it on the kitchen counter, and headed upstairs. After rearming the security system from the keypad in her bedroom, she changed into a t-shirt and shorts, quickly scrubbed the makeup off her face, brushed her teeth, then climbed into bed. She debated whether to return some work emails, then decided, that she'd earned a few hours off given the success of today's settlement conference. With a satisfied smile, she snuggled into the covers and began to drift off. Beep! Victoria shot up in bed when she heard the warning signal from her security system that the front door had been opened. She heard the door shut downstairs, followed by the sound of footsteps. Oh my God, someone was in her house. She slid out of bed and grabbed her cell phone from the nightstand. The alarm signal stopped, and the house fell silent again. Her heart started thumping in her chest when she heard a man's voice downstairs. "We're good to go," he said. Victoria moved silently into her walk-in closet, a space almost as large as her bathroom. Her laundry hamper was tucked between the wall and a row of long dresses. Sliding past the clothes, she crouched down and hid behind the hamper. Her hand was trembling as she dialed 911 on her phone. A woman's voice. 911, what is your emergency? Victoria whispered, her words coming out in a rush. My name's Victoria Slade. I live at 1116 North Garner. Someone's broken into my house. Is the intruder in your home right now, ma'am? Yes, I think there are 2 of them. I'm hiding in a closet upstairs and... She paused, hearing something that made her palms sweat. Someone's coming up the stairs. I can't talk. They'll hear. Ma'am, I'll stay on the line. Victoria turned the volume on the phone all the way down and covered the speaker with her hand. Through a small space in between the hamper and the wall, she could see the closet doorway. She held her breath as the footsteps on the hardwood floors grew louder. A man dressed in dark clothing came into view in front of the closet. He paused, and then reached for his hip and pulled out a gun. You sure she hasn't been home? He called out to someone in a gruff voice. Another guy stepped in front of the closet. Yeah, I'm sure. Why? The bed's been slept in. So, you make your bed every fucking day? Come on, let's get to work. She heard the second guy walk out of her bedroom, but the man with the gruff voice stayed where he was, gun in hand. From behind the laundry hamper, she watched as he moved toward the master bathroom across from the closet and turned on the light. He paused in the bathroom doorway and then headed for the closet. He reached in and flipped the switch that turned on the light. As light flooded the small room, Victoria saw that he wore a black mask with openings at his eyes and mouth. He stepped inside the closet. Her heart began to beat so hard against her ribcage she was afraid he might actually be able to hear it. She stayed absolutely still, praying he didn't see her through the gap between the hamper and the wall. A soft, whirring sound came from the other side of the closet. The man spun around, pointing his gun. Then he relaxed when he spotted a brown case, her automatic watch winder, sitting on a shelf. Tucking the gun into the holster at his hip, he walked over, opened the front of the case, and picked up her watch. He examined it for several moments, flipping it over in his hand, and then pulled a medium-sized cloth bag out of the front pocket of his black hoodie.